Yeah, when he was just like, "Go get your fucking shine box."
Well,
Yeah, I don't
I don't think they
shine
ever
shoes
found
no more.
Spider.
Yeah, I don't
I don't
shine.
shine shoes no more.
When Sopranos was on, like,
Why haven't you hit live yet?
I think
This
I just
is
did.
good conversation.
I think I just did, and immediately we're demonetized because the third word in this stream was "fuck." So I was just like,
Oh shit!
"Go get your the fourth word."
Fucking shine boxes.
Wait a
Just
minute, are
every
you not allowed
time.
to say that now?
You're not allowed to say the F word. You're not allowed to say shine box anymore. Apparently, shine
What
boxes.
about Wildling Box?
Wild, would you rather? Oh shit! Would you
Maybe
rather
these
a
are like
Wildling
world
box or a
rules.
shine box?
It might be world rules because I mean, we're American, so I feel like I could say what I wanted to, but again, maybe because this is like an internet thing, it's like around the world. So
Yeah, I mean, you can always just still say what you want. You just won't get paid for it. Or DJ won't.
Remy Q's always getting paid, baby.
Hey, that sexy ass mustache, sir.
Yeah.
Oh snap! Looking like a 2025 Burt Reynolds.
Oh shit.
I dig it.
Believe
Burt.
me, I
Nick,
get it.
We're too young to remember Burt Reynolds. Was Burt Reynolds running the show when you were a wee lad?
Oh, he sure was. I think he was the Pedro Pascal of the day.
Hey, I don't think you need to do Burt Reynolds like that, my man.
Yeah, Pedro does kind of look like Burt Reynolds, doesn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit,
Huh.
I just heard a gunshot.
Without the hairy chest.
Yeah, but he's not. He doesn't have the swag. He's not.
Have we confirmed that Pedro doesn't have a hairy chest?
I don't think we have.
I don't know if we can.
We'll have to get to the bottom of that.
Yeah, he's wrapped up in turtlenecks.
March just reminded me
Yeah,
of
for
one
real
of
though,
my.
women going crazy over Pedro like that though. I mean, Burt Reynolds, like, he's a big deal.
I don't think women.
That's what I'm saying. That's
Women, men.
that's not the same.
Yeah, but you don't think men were going crazy for Burt back in the day?
I think men and women
You
were
tell
going
us,
crazy
Nick.
for-
You tell us.
No, I mean, Burt was in the 70s. I was just
Why are you blushing?
Yeah, look at you.
a wee little lad.
No, you look like a strawberry shortcake right now.
I'm thinking of Cannonball Run. What was the other one? Smokey and the Bandit. Stick.
We can have Bernie's. Oh shit.
That was the name of a movie.
I don't know. I see Burt Reynolds. I just want to chew gum.
Him and Dom DeLuise were
From SNL.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take that. Norm Macdonald played Burt Reynolds better than Burt Reynolds.
Yeah. R.I.P. Norm Macdonald. I saw him during I saw Norm Macdonald during the pandemic, and
Really? What, live?
yeah, live at a
Oh,
comedy
shit.
show at Caroline's on Broadway. Nick will know.
2 drink minimum.
2 drink minimum. Saw Burt Reynolds. Saw Norm Macdonald. Norm Macdonald live, and he died a few weeks later.
Oh shit!
Because of that show.
Yeah,
I mean, shoot. I mean, oh no.
This is where Remy says he hates Norm Macdonald.
No. I was trying to make sure I censored myself so that we don't get in trouble.
What? Oh, wait, what? I'm confused.
Why?
All right, you ready? You ready for this intro?
What?
Oh yeah, hit him with the good intro.
Which one is a good intro?
I thought there was a special. You don't have a special intro
for the season finale?
It's the same intro.
I got this for the season finale.
Oh, you want me to answer every question? Why do you say that? Jeopardy rules. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Is that in focus? Yo, did you see the dust pop off that shit? So my involvement in C3.
My involvement, no sir.
So tell me what to do. So my involvement. Oh, there's so again.
So you want to riff?
Don't say so.
Like,
just ask your questions. Just don't say so. The breakfast at the Westin is unmatched by any other convention's breakfast options. You know how to just like dub over things? We just dub over that later. I'll just
do that. Is there anything that you would like to add to this? I've ran out. I don't have any more questions. Is there anything that you think is important?
Probably a lot of things, but I'm hungry.
in the Mix is brought to you by Spidey's Powdered Tumblers.
In a world.
For all your custom-made powder-coated stainless steel tumbler needs, hit up Jose Gonzalez on Instagram at Spidey's_powdered_tumblers. Nick hit it on the head when he said in a world where your drinks need to stay cool or hot. Grab a Spidey's Powder Tumbler. Also brought to you by the comic book chiropractor, cleaning, pressing, all that other good stuff. This guy's a madman when it comes to the cleaning and pressing.
Also, the madman when it comes to the Jurassic Park custom AF1s.
My guy's a Jurassic Park fan. Big Jurassic. No, he's a bigger Jurassic Park fan than you, Mark. Sorry.
I do. He can have it.
Go ahead, Remy Q Studios. You don't have to raise your head.
That was quite the intro, DJ.
But that wasn't the right one?
No. That was a fantastic intro. We love Legion. I will say the part where he said maybe we can dub over this. It's inspiring. That clip by itself. Instantly, I was thinking about like all the things that have been dubbed over, or
All the
anything. Just the unlimited amount of material that could come out of that. As he's just himself. I love this. I love this idea. I'm inspired. Like it's been a while since I had a muse like this. Oh, wonderful.
Probably a lot, but I'm hungry. Dude, I was so hangry by the end of that day.
I
never get angry in my life. I was ready to fight somebody.
I was going through the footage, just trying to like piece together like some portions, and then like that I couldn't like stop. Like I was watching that. I was dying. That's how funny that shit was.
Dude, we were all in the room dying that was like 30 minutes of side splitting the whole time.
Yeah, it was crazy. I really like that lighting in those clips. Hit me up with a tech DM after the show. No, there's no.
And people don't know, but Madeline's off to the side saying funny shit too, making it impossible for me to be serious.
Yeah, it was nuts. And this is all about Heroescon, baby. We're gonna talk about our experiences during Heroescon. Before we even get into that, man, on the ride home, I was getting a haircut on the ride home, and I was just like,
what?
Getting a haircut?
What you call it?
A haircut on the ride home? Come again?
I don't know. My bad.
Getting a haircut on the ride home.
I'm sorry.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I got you. Hey.
Yeah, got it shaved, huh?
That's how Nick lost his finger. No, I was getting a haircut. Then on the ride home after getting my haircut, I legit miss you guys, man. And I don't know. I got a little sad. Heroescon is a lot. And in the best way possible, that when the dust settles and everything, like I was just feeling down. Like I miss everything that happened last week.
Yeah.
And I felt like in such a funk, not con crud, but I was just like, I miss my homies. Like I wish we lived closer. Like I wish we could do this more often. And then we'll probably hate each other if we were living closer.
So let me ask, because Austin LeMay said at dinner, he's like, I love you guys, but once a year is enough. Do you think that's-
damn.
Fuck Austin LeMay then. Nah, I'm just joking. Austin LeMay is my
I got a question, like, because you mentioned the con crud. I know, a lot of years and a lot of times you see a lot of people get it. Like I prepare for that kind of thing.
Get sick, yeah.
I didn't get it. Did y'all get sick?
I keep forgetting because now, like, I got it after MegaCon. That was like 2 weeks worth of shit.
I
doused myself in vitamin D. Like I even gave DJ, so I'm like, yo, just take some double up on some vitamin D every day before the con. And it's just simple.
The vitamin D isn't even code.
It's not even code, like legit vitamin D.
It's been well documented that my island blood protects me from sickness. I step out into the sun and absorb it. It just kisses my skin, and then
So Remy Q is an island boy?
yes,
Island boy.
without the fucking weird ass hair.
Yo, somebody get on that. Photoshop Remy with the no. You have to do the weird hair. Your hair is long enough for that.
Is that how I should style it now? You think I can go in there with that picture and be like, I want this? I don't think I can't.
I got you, fam. I got you.
I can't do that.
I dare you. Damn, what is going on? I'm just cycling through the names and stuff like that. Saying what's up to the chat. Everyone's here. Dale, Evil Mike, Spanish Tumblers,
This is an important episode.
Digger Jim, Daymares, I just want to make sure. Kenny Bird, what's going on, Kenny Bird? I hope your throat is fine, sir. Your throat.
Mouth.
Bird with the throat.
Dale's on the short list. People want to meet. Ruby G's on the short list.
Yeah,
There's a
yeah.
short list.
That we haven't met yet. So
Oh yeah.
Freaky.
The list is short now. Yeah.
Yo, yo, Freaky Louie, dog. Louie, I love you.
Hashtag drop to Jupiter.
What? I don't get that. Explain to the studio audience.
Yes, you had to be there.
Oh, okay. All I know is that freaking Louis was dressed like Spider Boy, and his cod piece turned the corner before he did.
Hey, yo.
I was just like, yo, what is this? What is this floating thing passing? Oh, it's Louis. It's Louis' crotch.
It's
Yo, he was shaking that thing up on the.
it's not a spider boy. I see.
Yo.
There's nothing boy about that spider.
Yeah, Louis was wilding. No sick, just a day of full sleep to recover. Yo, I fell asleep. It took me a few days to really still get a good night's sleep that I slept through my alarm on Wednesday morning. And I would get up to go get my books. And luckily, I got 3 text messages like that back to back, and it was Izzy. So Izzy woke me up on Wednesday, and I was like, oh, thank you for waking me up, blah blah. I think he thought I was being sarcastic, and then I showed up to the comic book store, and I was just like, no, I was dead ass serious. Like, thank you for waking me up. Shout out to everybody that's here. Heroescon, man. Heroescon.
Still recovering.
Still recovering. In a nutshell, I guess we got to review this the way, oh shit, the way we do a movie. Mark, what was your rating of Heroescon? What do you give it on a color scale? Oh,
solid green. Solid green.
Solid green. Remy Q, what do you give it on the Burt Reynolds sex scale?
I'll give it 5 thrusts.
Out of how many?
5 out of 5 thrusts.
5 out of 5 thrusts.
That's a full finish.
Yeah,
You can't handle 6 thrusts.
that's a full like.
That's enough to get you there, that's for sure.
Yo, 5 good thrusts. Sometimes that's all you need is 5 thrusts, dog. Cause like on the 8th thrust, I'm just like, oh, come on, man. Nick, on your scale, what do you give it?
I can give it as many full fingers as I can.
Oh,
4.5 full fingers.
4.5 because you got the handicap 4.5. Heroescon for me was everything. Like I give it like I don't know, man. I feel like I might start crying and shit in this. Like, it was legit one of the best weekends of my life. Like, it was that
I thought it was cool as well when some of the new folks at Heroes were able to acknowledge that as well. Like Burke had said it. He was like, this is the best con. Like it was cool that as much as we talk about it because we enjoy it, other people were able to actually experience that. Obviously, the group, everybody's happy to meet everybody else, but the con itself is a really good experience. And so I thought that's cool that it's like, hey, we're not making this up. It's a legit good con to go to. So that I think was cool because as much as we talk about it, to hear other people acknowledge it was that was refreshing as well. Like at least we didn't waste your time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm plagued by bias, so it's one thing coming from me, who I'm always cheerleading. I cheerlead the stuff I'm into because I truly believe in its quality. I think it can stand on its own merits. But when I heard Boston Chris and Hudat were doing a stream, which they made it to the con for the first time, I don't see them a lot on YouTube, but like we cross paths here and there. So it's awesome getting to meet them. And Hudat had like his family there and getting to see his kid was even walking around drawing, which was awesome, and fantastic artist she was. And hearing them who hit those like the Terrificons, because you hear people who haven't gone to Heroescon say, "Oh, Terrificon's a good one for comics." To hear Boston Chris say in like Austin Series, like, "Yo, Terrificon is great for comics, but I've never seen anything like Heroescon." I'm like, told y'all, there's no comparison, and you just don't know till you know, kind of thing. No one can teach you. You got to go.
Yeah, so Terrificon was one of the better cons until I went to Heroescon. So Heroescon is maybe 3-4 times as big as Terrificon. And Terrificon is all about the books and stuff like that, but not on the scale as Heroescon, and how people put the creator, whether it's an inker, whether it's an artist, whether it's a writer, whatever it is, whether it's the guy that put the barcode on the back of the book with the computer. People put those people on a pedestal, the creators on a pedestal. Real quick, Daymers says, forget the wedding and birth of kids, give me the con. Up until this moment, I forgot that I was married and had kids. Thanks for the reminder, sir. Just
I try to forget all the time.
Oh, shit. All right. So I got in first, right? So I got in early. I got in on Wednesday, drove down 10 hours, drove down, no traffic whatsoever. Got there on Wednesday, immediately checked in, and I saw my guy Rob Fat Stacks of Comics in the lobby, sitting down, flippity flops on full display. No, he had sneakers on that day. He had sneakers on. The next day, he put on the flippity flops, and he and I, we went out to dinner on that Wednesday, which is now our tradition. Me, and the missus, we go out to dinner to enjoy a nice steak. The dinner blew chunks this year, which I guess that was a theme.
For dinner's blowing. Not the con, just the dinner. Hey, to be fair, we ended strong Saturday though.
Yeah, we did. What happened on Saturday? Oh, yeah, man.
Max. We met Max. We have the mystery of the broken table plaguing us. That's the whole thing to get into. Yeah.
Relax, dog, relax. We taking this slow.
You asked.
We're easing it in there. My bad. I forgot.
We're on Wednesday. I get you.
All the days were mumbled jumbled. Thursday comes along. I'm there. I wake up. I don't go to breakfast or anything like that. Who was the first? Mark got there first, right? On Thursday.
Yeah, I got there early Thursday. What?
Yeah, you and Pops rolled up because you hit me up and was just like, yo, I'm an hour.
I sent you the picture, remember?
Yeah, oh, shit. Mark texts me. So I look at my phone. It's a picture of his middle finger just pointing at my license plate in the garage. I was just like, what the hell? Because I parked right next to the elevator. I learned my lesson from last year.
We know what the Lynx Mobile is.
Yeah, he was definitely looking at the Lynx Mobile and gave it the middle finger. Mark came up, saw him and Pops. Ah, man.
I snuck up on Rob.
Yeah, I posted that video on Instagram today. That was funny. He was like, "Ee!" He was like, whoa!
He jumped and reached for the hand. Like, dude, no one's sexually assaulting you in the middle of this lobby. Chill, bro. It's just me.
He did react like he was from California.
Yeah. He screamed consent.
Yeah. Oh shit. So you, Pops, and then what did we do after that? Oh, we're SCG, and then we went to go get the badges, right?
Yeah, I'll say Jason was there before everybody.
Yeah, Jason was
Dude,
there.
it's always good seeing Jason. He's one that I talked into coming previously.
We talked
really?
what he
When
was
did
wearing.
he get there? Like Monday, didn't he? He was sending pictures.
Jason's smart.
Oh.
Jason, not getting into his personal life, but he's able to schedule actual work things around specific conventions and stuff so that he can actually accomplish real life work and be in the place where the convention will be happening.
Yeah, that's super smart.
That boy looked
So
like
he got in Monday, he worked all week, and then was able to rock the con at the end of the week.
Rock the con.
Rock the con. Super smart. And he was the best dressed person there all weekend.
Not even a competition. Yeah, he killed it.
Like plaid pants. Come on, dog.
I didn't even know that was a thing, and then I just felt embarrassed. I was like, oh,
yeah, not even pink plaid linen pants.
When I saw him, I was just like, are you going to the con or to the Kentucky Derby?
yeah.
Yeah.
Sparkle dancer. Got 10 on sparkle
Here's
dancer.
your glass of champagne, sir.
Where's your mint julep? Which I hear is a drink one over there.
Yeah, it was awesome to see him again because I hadn't seen him in person since Dragon Con, I think.
Oh, the orgies.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Durs. All right, Durs. Way too hot for that. Fit changes. Durs. We was there. Durs was there for like 4 days. 72 t-shirts.
At least.
At least, right? Every time you saw Durs, he was in another shirt.
He ain't built for this heat. And it wasn't even hot. It was like the coolest weekend it could have possibly been. That probably was record lows for this time of year. So it was amazing.
And this week is like exploding
Record
hot.
high.
It's like,
Yeah,
man, we
like
love that
10
big time.
It's been like 108 down here past couple of days.
I was in the con itself. I was freezing.
Yeah, it was cold in there.
I was super.
Hey, the South knows how to do air conditioning.
So and then Nick rolled up, right? Did you roll up before Tyler or after Tyler?
I think he rolled up in Tyler.
Well, that's later on that night, but
Okay.
we're going chronological. So let's
You were riding him like a rank.
let's not get ahead of ourselves. Okay.
Oh shit! I'm a stickler for chronology. So then you rolled up, and it was we were getting our badges and stuff. The shit was amazing, man. Like just seeing everybody, and it was just like whatever. And we don't have to go chronologically. We can just talk about stuff. We all had it this weekend? What was like your old shit moment? That was you was just like, oh shit, like this is happening right now. Nick, what was your old shit moment?
I'm trying to think because there were so many, but this year was a little different because Sunday, I wound up going to the Scotty Young panel with Roscoe, Papa Roscoe, and Phil. And I didn't think I was going to enjoy myself. Like, I know it's like I'm a fan of Scotty's, but to sit there and listen to somebody, and it was thoroughly enjoyable.
Because Scotty Young is like he's a cool cat.
Oh,
It's not like a creator's up there talking about, oh my god, the way I put these pencils to the paper and that sound that it makes me feel great.
I told him afterwards. I went to his booth afterwards. I was like, if the art and writing thing doesn't work out, you could be a public speaker. It's like, thank you.
Yeah, but he's also like hang out with you, drink a beer type of guy. Like he's
Art
he's
auction.
cool. Yeah.
A man of the people.
Like very approachable. You know what I mean? Not like the weird, oh, I don't want to bother this guy thing. Like you walk up to him.
No Steranko pictures.
Yeah.
Oh, he wasn't there. It's this.
Yeah, that felt weird, didn't it? They even had
He got violated last year.
Shout out to E-Man, man. Great spending time with him this weekend. Remy Q, what was your like oh shit moment?
Louis?
His cod piece, right?
Yeah.
I didn't expect Louis to be there at all. That was to me. That was I knew you guys were going to be there. I was excited to see you. I had no clue that Free Key was going to show up. I know he came in last year, but I was definitely surprised about that. So that was a pleasant surprise for me.
Hey, Evil Mike doled out some Link Squad memberships. Thank you, sir.
Heck yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Hit him with the green.
My boy Louis was all about the positivity and spreading good cheer everywhere he went.
Yeah, boy.
He had the guns out too the whole time too.
Who got these things? Three Good Nerds. Welcome to the Link Squad. I have comic issues. Welcome. Ronnie Johnston, aggressively relaxing and ready for Wednesday. Who's creeping somewhere?
No, you don't have to be in the chat to receive them. I get emails all the time from channels I don't even watch that I was gifted a membership.
For real?
What did Bogsy say? Bogsy said, "Oh, and Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yo, that clip had me dying yesterday because immediately we're like Wednesday, and then we all of us said it Wednesday. Like we all share the same brain. So I don't think people realize like how close we are. Like we're not just. I feel maybe you guys feel differently. Maybe you hate my stinking guts because my shirt for some reason is tied up here, but it's loose down here. I don't know what's up. It's free. I don't know. Maybe you guys hate me.
Fucking t-shirt.
Yo, the stupid ass. Yeah, look at that. It makes it seem like I got muscles when I don't. It's like this is the worst shirt ever. And I'm like, oh man, I'm fit. Then I take my shirt off and I'm like, ooh. Yeah, no, I don't think people realize how close we are. And I'm glad people got to kind of like experience that where it's just like, oh man, these guys are freaking we're the real deal.
Yeah.
We got told we had a shtick.
We got told we had a shtick, which is hilarious because that's just us in conversation, and some chick rolls up and was like, I like your guy's shtick. Immediately had to look to see if my zipper was open because I misheard her.
Hey, yo. Yeah, I don't think any of us is any different in real life than we are right here.
No.
Oh, we are a little different.
But hey,
Yeah, you do get the NC-17 version sometime.
Oh, this is true.
We're on
Yeah,
our
but-
P's and Q's when we're
Okay.
online.
but I get what you're saying though, DJ. There's definitely
Thank you, Taylor.
And then $90, by the way.
but like on a personal level, behind the scenes type of thing, we are close. I mean, it's something big happens, we'll share that amongst ourselves,
Something bad happens, we'll share that between ourselves.
and then we have to publicly talk about it. If you're Tyler,
I was wondering when the joke would end.
so anything new happened? You want to talk about it? Why don't you just say it right now?
Oh shit. Yeah, no, yeah, evil, and it's close when you find your people. I'm friends with a lot of people, but I think what we established here through the Legion's Lair, like you guys are my guys. Rob, a bunch of people. Because what happens is if you start naming names and then you forget somebody, that person you forget is gonna be like, I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it.
Come together and fall like Voltron.
Hey, what up, Bubs? How much does XP cost? I don't know. You're gonna have to just keep dropping super chats until we tell you to stop, dog. Always a pleasure seeing Bubs. Didn't really get a chance to talk to him, in that dinner as I was busy eating a delicious steak at the end of the bar while everybody else starved. Me and Barbecue was staking it up. Yo, my oh shit moment, dog. Oh shit, my oh shit moment had to be at the dinner, right, on Saturday. That we'll talk about it and all that stuff. And legit, I was super happy that Burke was there. Like super happy that Burke was there. And Burke and I, like, he's gotten mad at me a lot over the years, and for him to see how we treat each other and joke around and all that stuff, and then for him to be a part of that, and then I feel like he realized, like, oh shit, this is like, it's just different. You know what I mean? So my Oshibun was that, like, being at dinner and Burke is there and Austin and literally everybody at that dinner is there because of Burke. So I have a huge appreciation for Burke, and I told him, and like legit, like we were all there because of him. Like he was all of our gateway drugs. And I appreciate Burke to the moon and back. To the moon and back.
That was the exact same oh shit moment that I had when he first walked up to the booth. Just seeing him in person, and I didn't realize I did it, but he shared a clip of it because he was recording when he walked up. I didn't even hesitate. Like as soon as I saw him, I stood up and threw my phone like across the gap onto the table and didn't even look where it landed, and ran to see him. That genuine excitement. We've known this guy for years, and I saw it while we were at the booth. He had that moment wash over him because it's different on YouTube for a lot of people. People might have their YouTube personalities and their real life personalities. And we pick on Burke a lot. You know what I'm saying? We pick on each other a lot, but I don't think he knew how to necessarily take us. But the moment that he saw us in person, giving each other shit, because that's 100% of the time we're around each other, we're giving each other shit.
That's not
and
true.
like
That's
he
not
was
true.
standing there, and you could see it like just wash over his face almost instantly. He's like, "Oh shit!" But that was the.
I didn't even. I was kind of in shock when he just strolled up. I was like, "Oh." I didn't even.
You're like high five.
That's how we feel love. Spider-Man and Wolverine is what Marvel needs to keep pushing. That is a fantastic book, sir.
Yeah.
Or ma'am. I don't know. I can't tell.
But that was my personal shit moment. My pickup oh shit moment wasn't even my book. It was the haggle for Austin. I still been thinking about
that story.
Believe me, I get it.
Still been thinking about that.
What haggle for Austin? I don't know.
I don't even know what the book was.
Creep.
I have no clue.
Like I think it was like a Tales from the Crypt.
It was an old horror book. Austin's watching. He can put the. But Austin's just at the booth with us, and the people straight across from us, we can see their key wall.
Yeah.
And Austin's like, all right, I think I want to go over here and try to haggle this or try to go get this book. And I asked him what book. And neither one of us really thought about it, but he was mentioned what book, and I go, you want me to come with you? And it kind of just dawned on me, I was like, oh, yes. I'm like, all right, well, before we go, look up the book and let me see the sales price and the last eBay sold. So we looked it up at the data and stuff, and I got an idea because it's an old book that doesn't move much. And,
Oh shit!
And they had it for $575, and the cover price data didn't have the last sold since like 2001 because it's just an old horror book. There's not a lot circulating. eBay didn't have any direct comps, but I got an idea.
Mm-hmm.
And I just asked Austin, I said, what do you want to pay for it? And he said, $500. I said, that's a layup. Let's go. So we went over there, and they're kind of busy. So me and him.
570.
No, it was for $575, and he wanted it for
He said 500 is.
He said he wants it for 500. If you could pull off 500, that'd be good. I'm like, that's a layup.
Yeah.
That was my thing for the weekend. These are layups y'all are asking me to pull off.
575 to 500 is a layup. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. So I go over there, and we're waiting for a second. We wait on the guy to come, and I don't know if you remember, DJ, but you and Dustin were just talking to each other about y'all's horror stories. Y'all both had one horror story where y'all messed up going to a booth and telling the guy right off the bat, oh, I want that book. I need that book. So when I walked over there, I don't even know if Austin realized it, but we waited. The guy walked over, and the first thing I did was I pointed at a book. I said, we need that book. We're going to buy that book. But what's the best you can do on it? Like I started with that just to see what would happen. And
that disarms him completely. He's just like,
Yeah, but like how Dustin said, I mess up. You never let him know how bad you want it. I told him we're buying this book. We need this book. I just a little challenge. I don't know if I did it on I don't know. But there it is, Haunt of Fear 17. You'll know it.
First appearance of Kamala Khan.
Yeah. But ask him what's the best you could do on it. And before he could answer, I'm like, so we checked the data, and the last sold was back in 2001, which is the high price, the peak of COVID sales. And it was a lot lower than this, but I get it. That's a long time ago. We checked eBay's. There's no direct comps, but a close one, still a little bit lower than this one. I know it doesn't move a lot. I get it. So what's really the best you can do on it? And he started thinking for a minute. I'm like, I think I said, let me get it for $450. And he's like, oh, I don't know. I said, all right, well, check how much you got into it for me. At least look at that. So he calls over the other girl that works. It's him and one other girl that work at the booth, and she pulls her phone out, and they start looking through it and everything to figure out how much they got in it. And as soon as he pops his head up and goes, yeah, I think I can do $450, I respond with, well, I'll go down to $425 for you. And it's like his gears like caught for a second. He's like, wait, what? How much can you do? And I said, I'll come down to $425 for you. And he says, okay, deal. Just give 25 to Comics Curing Cancer. And that was the hardest it was ever for me to keep a straight face. And my favorite part of the whole thing was I did all that talking, and I look at Austin and says, is that good? And this kind of point, Austin pulls out the wad of money to pay him, and I just walk off.
Holy shit. That is hilarious, man. And those dudes, that's the Capital Comics. So big shout out.
They're the coolest. They are the coolest.
Yeah, I don't know where they're located, but big shout out to Capital Comics. The other thing is when his employee, the girl came over, and you were talking about the Iron Man book, and you were like 300, and that's it. And then she finally
that's a whole separate story. And you helped with that one too, just like backing up the bullying, as AR calls it. Because when we were done with the deal, we were talking to him.
Bullying is back in fashion.
And I don't know her name, but she asked, Tony was the guy's name. She said, hey, can you come over here and help this guy who wants to deal with you, not me? And I said, that's kind of rude. Just tell the guy that Tony's the mean one. And he's like, that ain't true. I'm the pushover. So now I'm thinking, oh, so she's the tough one. So we're just sitting behind the booth. Me and DJ are literally sitting down looking at these things. I've been looking at this Iron Man movie photo cover, and I just holler over. I'm like, hey, how much is that book?
I think her name was Willow.
All right, well, we'll call her that. And she says 500. I said, 500? That's crazy. And she says, well, a 9.8 sells for 1,000. So I asked her, well, what grade is that one? She says a 9.6. So why the fuck are we talking about a 9.8?
Yo, just like that. Like, I'm like, oh shit.
She goes like, and then she immediately hit me with a look. This one's not ours. This one we're selling for somebody else. I don't really have a lot I can do with it. I said that sounds like some bullshit you tell someone you don't want to haggle with. I'll give you 300 and a you're welcome for buying it because ain't nobody else even going to look at that book this weekend but me. And she's like, oh, we can't do that. I said 300. And then she goes, I don't know, would you do 400? And DJ goes, 300, just out of left. Then she goes, I go, look, does the person who owned the book, is he here? Can you call him? She goes, he's here. I'm like, well, when you see him, just ask him if he'll take 300 and tell him that you're welcome. and I swear to God, but what, like 2 hours later, she was walking up with a consignment ticket. So it was a consignment. She had the ticket in her hand, and she's like, "Okay, can you do 350?" And we're like, 300. And DJ's on board at this point. Like, no, 300. 300. She goes, look, his bottom dollar is 300. I said, perfect. I'll give you 300 and a penny.
Hi, monkey. Yeah, that was hilarious.
She goes, okay. And then I said, all right, well, if it's there tomorrow, I'll pick it up. I had no intention of getting it. I just wanted to see if this woman can be haggled since she was the tough one.
She was definitely
just to give further context. I walked over there from the booth. They watched me walk over, and I said, "You guys have any Scotty Young books?" And he automatically goes, "Yeah, they're $5 each. Or better yet, they're 3 for $12. Just give me $10 for 3 of them." So they didn't want you to come over again.
Yeah, because Mark is going to Mark is the haggler of hagglers. And it's funny to be kind of like known as that, which is hilarious. Like I feel like we're kind of like Comics Curing Cancer just in general, like the three of us in the booth, like we're kind of getting like a reputation as being like the funny guys at the con, which is crazy. Like
this sounds like it is, but like all these transactions are done with both parties, myself and them, laughing, and at the end of it, everyone feeling fine. There's a thing about it, like I'm good at reading people. Like that's all it is. If I'm walking by a booth, I'm not stopping at all of them that I see a book that I want. I'm looking for that. If you can read people, you can read people. There's a huge part of it that goes into it. Like she was cracking up with us just lowballing her, aim for the ankles, settle for the knees. If they're going to say no if they don't want to do it. It's that simple.
Yeah, there you go. Needs to be a service that Mark sets up at Heroescon. Have a tough book you want, pay a tiny fee, and release the beast.
I went and did it. I told Burke on day one, I'm like, bro, if you want me to go, I'll go shop with you. Because I know he's heard, like, I'm decent at haggling, And it wasn't until day three that he actually said, hey, you want to come and look at a book? I'm like, I've been waiting on you to ask. I think by then some stories were circulating. Because this guy, he went to twice. He wanted the first appearance of Deathstroke. Guy had $240 on it, wouldn't come down to $1. He went back the second time and tried to trade up for it, like with a trade and some cash. And the dude wanted still like too far over what he's willing to pay. And I did the same thing. Show me the sales on it. Let me look at it so I can like fast talk when I get there and all that with some accurate data. And the guy had the book at legit FMV. Like it was legit.
Gotcha. That's why he didn't want to come down.
Yeah, so I said, well, it's $240. How much do you want to pay for it? He said, man, I would love if you get down to $200. It's a layup. Long story short, went over there, Pops in tow, and we go over there, and me and Pops roll up.
With the hammer.
Yeah, we just roll up, and Steve's right in between us, and Steve just goes straight for the book and pulls it out like he's waiting on me to say something, but I'm looking at the wall, and me and Pops are chit-chatting with the guy about this original art, and Pops and the guy are sitting there having a good time talking about this artist that worked on this stuff, and da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And then after about 3 minutes of just talking with the guy, I pull the book back out and said, all right, so this giant right here really wants this book, but what's the best you can do for it? Without any resistance, the guy goes, oh, I'll do it for $200. And I said, can you take 180? And we got it for 180.
Holy crap.
This is the thing though, it's like you call Mark to close the deal, but you tell Pops what you want and Pops will sniff it out for you.
Yeah, he'll find it. Like it's a tag team effort. I learned this stuff from Pops. You don't overpay for nothing.
Pops is an assassin. Last year, this guy maybe saw him pick up 2-3 books at the end of the con. He was just like, hey, DJ, do you have an extra short box? That's how many books he picked up. And
I did the same thing this year.
He had a short box worth of stuff?
Short box worth of stuff. And it's funny, Friday night, he's like, I'm not going to get a short box worth of stuff again. I'm like, oh, yes, you are. And he kind of like, no, I'm not. Come Sunday, dude, his stack was this tall in the room.
That's crazy. Remy, you Angel got something at the art auction.
Yeah.
How was that experience? Because that was after the Scotty Young thing when we all went to bed. I went to bed all fucking angry.
Yeah, that was the late night auction pickup. So
at what time did that go up?
Close to midnight. I mean, they wanted to show. They wanted to shut it down at midnight, and I want to say there was less than 10 pieces left after hers. So I mean, between 11:30 and midnight. I mean, it was late.
Is it safe to say that Remington Quinzel Studios was a bit inebriated on Saturday?
I was inebriated all day, every day there. That was ridiculous. Remy Q was on vacation, and I was in rare form for sure. I wasn't afraid to let everybody know it too.
Yo,
Golly, pass me whatever you got. I'm gonna try it. That's all that is.
bro, I had my camera in the art auction, so I had the camera on you, candid shot, just waiting for you to take a swig of your beer. I'm like, oh, this is a cool shot. Remy Q taking a swig of the beer. Side profile, Alfred Hitchcock, you smiling for like 10 minutes straight without moving. Yo, so I literally have the video. I'm just fed. You just like,
You see it, post it, and times lap it.
yo, this guy fell asleep.
The thing is, I don't think we looked at the left side. We looked at the right side. There was a particular picture. Angel was like, I like that one. I was like, you like it? Bid on it. And she was like, I was like, we're here. It's an art auction. Have some fun. I knew she wasn't going to go nuts with it. It's not like she would just randomly, drop $5,000 on a picture.
On a Ghost Rider.
but I was like, if you're going to bid on it, let's try it.
Like, you ain't cutting no hair.
So yeah, I mean, she almost threw in the towel as far as if we were going to stay there that late or not. But no, we lucked out.
Nah, being there that late, you had to get an auction. And just to give, like, for the people that haven't been to the art auction is fun. It's not like something that you watch like on TV and it's like a hoity-toity, meh, meh. Like, it's loud, it's boisterous, it's a full like auditorium. People are drinking. There's bars set up on the other side. You have to buy drink tickets. I had 3 margaritas, so I was feeling toasty. And it's just a fun environment. And they give you the alcohol so that you could just bid like crazy. It was fun, man. Like, I really enjoyed the art auction. Did you call, Nick, like the Scotty Young piece going up for that much or winning for that much? Like 15?
I always say it's between 10 and 15 every year.
Mm-hmm.
When it hit 15, it was going twice. I yelled out, "Do it!" over to Jason. But yeah, that was a lot of bread, man. A lot of bread.
You got 2 pieces for that.
Yeah, the art auction too is like you see a lot of stuff that catches you like, oh my god, like look at that.
Yeah, there's some stuff that you don't see there that you thought was gonna be there.
Yeah.
Yo, that's phenomenal. That's Gambit?
Yep.
From the comics?
That's the print.
Oh, wait a minute. Turn it back around. What's the difference? Oh, the background.
Well, I mean, this was the original, so we met with the artist the next day, and he gave us the print.
Oh, I see what he did. He enhanced it digitally. That's dope.
Yeah.
Remy Q with the score.
Oh, Austin. Austin's being savage right now.
DJ, what did you get at the art auction?
Boom, 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 boom.
I got 2 drinks. I got 2 margaritas.
They have margaritas there?
Yeah, they have margaritas.
I thought they had simple mixed drinks and like I went up there for a cocktail. I was like, rum and Coke. He's like, you want it spicy or not? I was like, give me one of each. I don't know. I didn't know we could get like a drink. I would have gotten something fancy.
Nah, I got a margarita. She was just like, ¿qué tú quieres? I was just like, give me one margarita. I was like, yeah. Oh shit. Art auction. That's funny. That's funny. I don't want to go into that. I don't want to offend my political connects. I'm sworn to silence. The piece though, Austin, was made available to me. Was it yesterday that I got the message?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yesterday I got the message. The piece was made available to me. Unfortunately, I turned it down because I picked up my own art piece on Sunday. Yo, that's the thing. For some reason, not for some reason, because I just wanted to hang out and chill. Because usually at these things, like I'm filming nonstop, I'm going around looking for stuff. I wasn't really shopping for anything. Like I saw some things, I wasn't like really shopping. And then even with filming, like I filmed with the camera like on one day, I didn't film on the other day. Like I just wanted to like chill with my peeps. I didn't want to do the normal con stuff. I don't know. It was just weird. Is it weird that I love you guys? What the fuck?
I just wanted to enjoy the con. Yeah, I don't think I got any footage of the floor at all.
Yeah,
I just walked around for just maybe 15 minutes twice while I was live, but I was like while I was picking stuff up too.
Yeah, I got.
It was cool
Bob
this year for you, Remy. It was noticeable this year, Remy. You had a lot more time with us than the previous years.
Yeah, because you're always chasing your boys around.
Yeah, big shout out, dude. Big shout out to you and Angel. Y'all raised them right, because they must have been. I mean, they had to have been awesome for y'all to be able to do that.
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah. I appreciate it. Thank
As
you.
they get older, obviously.
Look, I was gonna say, yeah, they're both a little older, so it's we and with technology and everything, yeah, they had a little more freedom. So Logan was he was a good big brother this year.
He held it down.
Yeah, just
thank them on our behalf, because we appreciate them giving us your time.
I can assure you that I definitely gave him a lot of praise. Told him, how much he was appreciated, because it was definitely, and even when we were hanging out just with you guys and everything at night, it was a little more, we were a little more at ease, like everything was under control. So
yeah.
So as a prize, you should get him a knife set.
Get him his own chainsaw.
I will tell him that. Yeah,
you get him his own chainsaw. Yeah. E-Man was filming. Another oh shit moment was on Sunday. Was it Sunday? Yeah, Sunday. So Rob and I and Mrs. Lings, we went to dinner. Rob sent his steak back 12 times. And then
the number keeps going up.
I will send it back.
Rob just kept sending it back.
If you bring the steak on the left side of the plate, I will send it back.
And then afterward, me and E-Man were chilling, and I had that ocean moment where like, I'm sitting across from E-Man talking to him in person. Like I was like, oh shit, like legit.
I had a very similar E-Man moment. I was sitting with Lady F, Cliff, and E-Man, and I was like, this is I wouldn't have expected this at all.
Yeah, it's crazy. And then we're all like, it's not even weird or anything. It's just like you just like flow right in. So I did, it was wild is because I feel like I didn't film a lot. I got like 5 hours worth of footage.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
And I feel like I didn't film a lot. So that's why I'm like, I just dumped all my footage, and I was like going through it, and I'm like, yeah, I don't want to do this. This is too much.
At one point, Rob walked past me at the con, and he had a little spy camera, it looked like.
Yeah.
On the end of a pen.
Cam, yeah.
I was like, is that real? Like, I could just very quickly, I was like, is that a camera?
He got a smaller one so he could hide it in his prison wallet when he needs to.
I was going to say, I'm sure he got that on camera, because I was like, wow.
Mark, can you let people know what a prison wallet is for those who might not know?
They'll find out. When me and E-Man were standing at the C3 booth, me and E-Man like really got to know each other well over John Jang art early on, like back in 2019. Like that was that's how I found them, like way back in the day and everything. And we bonded over John Jang art, our appreciation of it, like way back then. And there's this Facebook group called the Jang Gang Group that was founded in 2019. And that's where that all comes from, is like the Facebook thing before I was on YouTube and stuff, maybe 2018. But me and E-Man are standing at the Heroescon booth, and I see this guy walking by with this Carnage hat. And I'm like, James? And he looked up. He's like, holy shit, Legion? I'm like, yes.
Oh, the guy you introduced me to.
Yeah. So like him and I pretty much like he set up the group, but we're like in the first like that he set up. I was in like one of the first people ever in that little group, and I'm like, dude, this is the guy who started the Jang Gang, like legitimately
the Jang Gang?
The Jang Gang.
Oh, I thought you said gang bang.
No, that close. It's very similar, but Jang Gang. And that was amazing to have me.
Why was I so
E-Man,
excited to meet him then?
could be. Might have been Gang Bang. But to have the three of us right there at the same time was surreal because all three of us were like charter members of that starting who have talked to each other, much like we do on YouTube, but like a Facebook version of it, just in chats and stuff. And this is nuts. This is absolutely nuts. So that first Jang cover that ever existed back from 2015 on that convention preview, no one knows where to get it. I've got one. I found two of them before I made it public what it was. Like I did my own research and got two of them. This is a guy I just sent the other one to freely. Like dude, you need this too. Like before I knew any of you guys. So him and I are the only people with that book. But it was really cool for the three of us to be there. It was like one of the Spider-Man moments where you're just like pointing at each other.
That's crazy. I didn't know E-Man was part of that as well.
Yeah. A1 from day one.
Holy shit. Yo, that's crazy. I had no idea. Austin LeMay says 3 hours of that footage was a rogue pick being drawn. So he's not wrong. He's not wrong.
Tell us a story, DJ.
I will. I am going. Let me just brace myself. Hold on. Me.
Was that a Little Rascals reference? That is a Little Rascals reference.
My guys, he knows.
Old bastard.
Nick, when he auditioned for Alfalfa, clearly he couldn't get
The original.
Oh my darling. Yo, Little Rascals was the shit. Yo, so right before that, we were having a conversation about how I do things for people and all this stuff, right? So Mrs. Lynx is just like, yo, he'll do this for this, do all this stuff without getting anything in return. So I'm just like, yo, but I'm just a nice guy. Like I try to help everybody out. What up, Jing? Thank you for being here, sir. So I'm like, I'm trying to help everybody out. So then we go, me and Austin are walking around. I got my camera rig and shit. So we're walking around. So I was at the Capture Collectibles booth filming Jason a little bit, just taking B-roll. Then from afar, filming John Jang in John Jang's booth. So then I'm next to this artist. I'm not going to say his name because I am going to hit him up for some art. So I'm next to this artist, and he just literally looks up and goes, film this. Yo, so I was just like, what? So then I'm like, all right, hold up. So then I start getting my stuff in order, blah, blah.
Filming him. See this. Watch what I do next.
Yo, dude. Legit, he's just like, film this. So I'm like getting my stuff in position, whatever, blah, blah. Then I'm like, all right, I'm filming. And he starts talking. All right, so this is how I do. And I was like, do you want to be mic'd up? Yeah, sure. So I mic him up and everything. Half an hour later, yo, this guy's legit doing, or gal, like doing a rogue piece and explaining the piece. Like it was very educational and I was enthralled by it. And Austin was looking at me like, yo, you're an idiot. Yo.
I'm going to try that now. Film this.
Yo, literally.
Next time I see a camera, that's what I'm going to say. Whatever I do.
In the big house. That's what, yo.
Oh boy.
Yo, and Austin is
in the big house.
That's how I felt.
Those are my sheets to burn.
You know when somebody's just like, yo, I'm tired of this shit, when they're wearing a backpack and they start putting their thumbs like in the whatchamacallit, like right here in the backpack and the straps, and just like Austin was like this, like, yo, I can't take it. So I'm telling Austin, I'm like, yo, dog, you can roll, man, you can roll.
He's like, no, we're in this together.
God, Austin was that girl.
Yo. So then, oh my god. Finally, I'm telling Austin, I was just like, yo, like 5 more minutes, like we're gonna call it. So then I told the dude, I'm just like, all right, I'm gonna swing the camera around, just hold it up, and like we'll just that's it. And he goes, oh, but I'm not done. So I just hit him with but I am. And then that was that. But big shout out
The
to
big question is, did you have to leave your mic behind and just bail?
no. I took the mic off him and everything. No, it's funny. Like if I film and mic somebody up, like my whole thing is like I'm thinking about the mic so much. Like for example, like I filmed Nick talking about his experience at Heroescon. Unfortunately, I can't use that footage because it came out blurry. Because I'll be so focused on putting the mic and making sure I get it back. Because I've lost so many of those microphones doing that. Just
One of the most stressful times I've ever had.
That's what people say. Like filming like that on the spot is very stressful. Burke was super stressful.
Just listening to DJ actually giving me commands.
I was stressed out too.
I
He had all
don't
these
like
lights in
it.
my face. I had 3 cameras pointing at me.
But on here, like just this doesn't put you. I feel like the YouTube thing. It's just
No, I wasn't stressed.
And then one of the most epic pictures ever came from that. So
It's because I'm not stressed. I just act like an idiot 24/7. It makes everything easier.
Yeah, but shout out to that artist. So now I have to edit the footage together. So the journey never stops.
you should let Remy overdub that.
Talking
Hey, in all
Steve.
sincerity, if you don't want that to go to waste, if you want to do something with it, you just need to reach out to them and see if they can send you a good picture of the finished piece, just to throw in at the end of the footage.
Send them an invoice.
Oh no! Once I transferred all my footage, that little piece was a little piece, right? That was the first thing I started working on. So I started working on it, and I'm gonna send it to him. So my hope is to send it to him from the C3 account and be like, "Hey, I was the guy that was doing this. This is what we do. Like, what's up?" You know what I mean? You fucking wasted a half an hour of my life.
I could have been with my homies.
Yo, Austin was
send him an invoice.
Yo, Austin was legit in the foxhole with me. So that half an hour doing that, like New York prices, that was probably like $4,000 if like to do a video and all that stuff, including the editing. Yeah, but Austin was with me. Once I saw his thumbs go under the straps from the book bag and him started shaking, I was just like, all right, we gotta wrap this up, dog. You're muted, Nick.
I says I just realized Austin does that a lot though.
Oh, he does? Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, I didn't know that. Yo, he is phenomenal. Phenomenal. I think he's done like DC stuff, Batman, all kinds of stuff.
Oh, so a big name guy.
I mean, the way he acts like it.
Oh boy.
got you to film it.
Yo, literally.
Record this.
Take that.
Yeah,
Take
you're
that.
gonna.
Film this. Now I know how
You're not gonna want to miss what I do next.
Yeah. All that for Rogue. I just picture DJ saying he is done and just grabbing the mic hardcore. Nah, not at all. Not at all. I'm super I'm very professional when I talk to these people. I'm still smiling that I got to hug every one of you guys. I hope I can really hang out with you guys again. Well, you know what will be next year.
Weekend before Father's Day.
Starting the hashtag
What's the hashtag?
2026.
Heroescon 2026.
Oh, that's the hashtag? I thought you were gonna say hashtag titties or something. What was your what was your biggest pickups? Without having to show anything. Like I don't want you to show anything or whatever. Like what was unless it's in your vicinity. Mark got stuff in his vicinity. Oh snap. Oh snap. Look, he got it. Oh snap. Oh. The Hulk number 3. Is that the first appearance of the Ringmaster? Or is that a different one?
This is that one. First Ringmaster and origin retold because they forgot his origin in one issue.
Hey, and that question figure was the one right across from the booth, right?
That's nice.
Mm-hmm. There was one there, but it sold like before the show opened. And when me and Kyle went over there to go get it, because I clocked it coming in the door. And we went over there to go get it. And he's like, dude, that sold before we open on Friday. But there's one other guy that way with one. So when I did the little live recording, I went and was looking around and asked this place. They had nothing but platinums. I said, you got a question? He's like, yeah. And the dude at the other booth told me if you find it, like he had his for 110 because it goes for a lot. He's like, if you find one under 100, jump on it. So that booth had it for 110. They said they do it for 90. I'm like, we can do it for 80.
Believe me, I get it.
What What did you grab, Nick?
Oddly enough, was weird because last year I didn't buy something till like day 3.
Mhm.
But this year, it's like I picked up that Martin Simmons Exquisite Corpses #2.
That shit is fire.
Beautiful, beautiful spot foil. I picked up a couple more Exquisite Corpses and a Battle Beast from AT Comics.
Was that the Matt Wilson one? The
Battle
Battle Beast?
Beast, yeah. It was a Zoo Orzu Exquisite Corpses, and was it Matt Wilson who did the Exquisite Corpses too?
Yeah, so he had first of all Matt Wilson, man, and I want to shout out Matt Wilson. Like Matt Wilson legit is my guy. Like I talked to him through text, not even through Instagram DM. Like I'm a big fan of Matt Wilson. We become fast friends throughout this entire YouTube journey. Like I'll take a bullet for Matt Wilson. Not really because I won't take a bullet for anyone. But yo, I love Matt Wilson. He had because now exclusives are invading Heroescon a little bit. He had the most covers out of any artist there, exclusives. So he had the Exquisite Corpses, the 2 versions, which is a homage to DMX, Flesh of My Flesh, Blood of My Blood. He had 2 Battle Beasts. He had the Pale Knight. He had another
Something is killing the children.
Something is killing the children. And then he had another one. So he had 7 exclusives, and I picked up 6 of the 7. I couldn't get the other Battle Beast. Yo,
and I saw him doing the gilded editions too.
Yeah, I was filming him as he was gilding live.
Yeah.
So big shout out to him, man. It's always good to see your people prosper, and I've been a fan of his since I met him. His art style is super unique. It's not for everybody. It's 1000% for me. So it was dope to see that. It was an honor meeting the 4 of you guys. You're all very professional. I appreciate it. Oh, Christina, it was a pleasure meeing Christina. We were messing with Christina, so every time me and Mark would be talking, we'd be like, "Yo, Christina, drop the link!" Like just in live in person.
Yo, and she bought Izzy's piece at the art show. So I was calling her. She put the heroes in Heroescon for us.
Absolutely, Remy. Could you just pull that up one more time?
Yo, and talking to this guy was one of the highlights of my show too.
Oh, he's amazing.
Yeah, so this is Christopher Lockwood's cover of the art book. This art is also included in the other art books. It's not included in this one because we use it as a cover. That's how we kind of did things up. So every art book is slightly different. And the back, that's not in a clear back and board, right? No, it's in a regular back and board. The back of every art book is also different. The table of contents in the art book, the 4 of them are different, 5 of them because of the one that we had over in Amazing Con in Las Vegas. So they're all slightly different. This one, the rainbow foil, Christopher Lockwood, working with this guy, yo, legit the nicest guy ever. We met him last year, legit. And he came out to dinner on Friday with the crew and stuff. Like he was there. Remy,
that's awful. We left such a bad impression because of that.
All right, we need to get to this dinner. Give
Lockwood. Let me just apologize in advance. Sorry, sir.
Before that, no, I'm super happy. And the Silver Surfers, they're sold out. I bought there was one, Dr. Von Hoop bought the last one. I have bought one at the whatchamacallit to be given out later and as part of the links box, but it was sold out. You can never get that Silver Surfer again. And he did the first ever remark for you, which is amazing.
Yeah, shout out to Mr. Legion of Comics there for the idea. And called it from the beginning, was like, hey, ask him for it. It's going to be his first one.
Yeah.
I said, don't ask him for a remark, but just keep in mind, you're going to have to explain to him what a remark is, but that's
exactly what we did. That's
going to make the experience memorable.
It was a cool experience, yeah. And legit, we left it with him. He did an awesome job. And then when he gave it back to us, he's like, I was told this was a remark. And I was like, this is amazing. I was like, bro, are you serious? That's awesome. Thank you.
Yo, me and Mark got something cooking up and with Christopher Lockwood. And we had to explain what a trade dress and what a virgin was to him.
Yeah.
Because he's an artist. So last year at Heroescon, there's a 'Cause I'm local to the Southeast. A lot of these vendors I see a lot. Not like I've seen them a lot over time.
Good
And
evening.
one of the guys who sets up and is a donor every year to Comics Curing Cancer is Fate 68 Comics. He's like specializes in booby books and stuff, but he's trying to expand his catalog a little bit. You know what I mean? Because he writes them. He takes a lot of pride in the stories and everything, and he gets some really good cover artists. And Lockwood is somebody that he found, and he hadn't done any covers for him yet, and he had him at his booth. And he had done 2 sketch covers there just as examples of his work. One of them was a Spawn book and one was a creature. So I talked to him for a while, and I go back and I get Rob and DJ last year and bring him over to show him Lockwood. I knew Rob would be feeling that creature one ultimately that I bought from C3 and I own. But DJ bought the Spawn book from him, which was his first ever sketch cover, and gave it away on this very show. So after that, we just had him, we clocked him. We had him in mind, and he ended up not working with Fate 68. So we got the opportunity to produce his first ever cover with the art book. And surprise him with it even, which was amazing.
Yeah, and so all the covers aside from the David Sanchez was a surprise to the artist. So I never told Austin about it until Austin was just like, I don't know if I'm going to Heroescon or not. And I was just like, well, in that case, I guess I could show you this. And he was like, oh, and then he put his fingers in his book bag and started going like that.
Only one copy of this made it to Friday morning. So you had like the early access people, and then you had the Thursday people, which like Digger, Jim, and Brother John, they Chip Getlered the shit out of the event, and they just knew they were smart enough. Let's go pick up our passes. Let's not put them on, and let's wander in. And the good thing he did, because he picked his up on Thursday, and some other people did.
Remy Q rolled in. Yo, hold on. Yo, Remy Q rolled in like this. DJ, let me carry this for you. And this is my like this. Yo, this is my wristband.
That's what I did to Vogs. I told him, like, he was so excited to put his wristband on. I had to keep telling him, don't put it on. Your wristband is red. If someone sees a red wristband on a Thursday, they're going to tell you to get out. But I just handed him chairs. I said, just stay next to me. And sure enough, when we walked back in, when we walked back in from picking up the booth stuff, the door people were starting to get on their job at that point. When we first got there, they didn't care. Just
we were super early.
It's too much setting up going on, but they started kind of clocking the people setting up even.
Yeah.
And when we walked in, I had talked to her a couple times already. And she goes, why don't y'all get your wristbands on yet? And Vogs like paused. I'm like, oh, they're at the booth. We'll go get them on. No big deal. It's like, all right, yeah, don't do me like that. Now go put them on.
Yeah. Shout out to Vogs, man. Vogs was a big help. Like, he helped us carry stuff. He was a good dude, man. He went around looking for 2 rocks. So who did that?
Lockwood sketch cover. I told him I wanted to do the N64 cover with his own spin on it. And then Chad Shodel, the centerfold artist. And there's a third one that's out there that's going to be getting worked on. I had to leave it with the artist, so who knows when that'll happen, but I'm not rushing them.
No paintbrushes, though.
No paintbrushes. Don't get exploratory with it. I'm not talking to the person holding the book right now, by the way.
I'm not here filming you for 30 minutes, buddy.
Oh,
all right? You're not mic'd up.
Remy Q, tell us about. Well, actually, real quick, let me just show these just to tell people what we have. So the Christopher Lockwood is sold out. The Austin LeMay is sold out. But what we do have, we still have on the comicscuringcancer.big cartel site, we still have the cover A's available. So there's less. We had a 300 print run, and we sold 202 so far. So we have 98 of these left, which is phenomenal. They each come in a Mylar bag with a clear board, courtesy of Comic Clear Supplies. They blessed us with.
They're the best.
With clear backer boards and Mylars. So we switched everything out at the con. We were doing that.
You did that the day of. I saw you doing that. I didn't realize what went down until I saw the videos. And then once you started talking about it, I was like, oh, okay, that makes more sense. But yeah, I was wondering what was going on there.
Yeah, and it was a lot of work peeling the backs off, putting it. I thought my fingers was gonna whittle down and waste away to wind up like Nick's index finger, but like all my fingers. So big shout out to them, man. They super blessed us. I'm gonna be giving this one away today, courtesy of Jose Gonzalez over at Spidey's Powder Tumblers. He paid for this and asked me to give it away, so I'm gonna do that. And then just to show you guys this.
God almighty.
Yeah, so he signed this. So we have 2 signed Matt Wilsons, and then we have 3 regular versions. So he signed it in white. It looks crazy, and this one comes
awesome.
with Matt Wilson's COA. So I'm going to give away that other thing. Remy, talk about the your wristband debacle. Not debacle. That shit was
Oh, that was Mission Impossible. Right
No
there.
idea what you're talking about. I have no idea. I participated in the con just like everybody else, and
Yeah, that's true. You did.
But DJ, thank you for bringing that up. So whatever may or may not have transpired, it may or may not have been pure genius.
Super genius.
Super duper.
If Remy would have ran that day, I would have been like, where did Tom Cruise come from? Like, legit. He's even laughing like him. Look.
I didn't. I think it was funny because after that went down, Tyler really. I mean, I think he wanted to talk about it. I was just I was trying to sweep that under the rug, but he was like, "This is amazing." He's like, "Seriously, I'm impressed."
Was
Like,
pissed.
I know.
It's like,
I mean, so the thing was, I was the last one there. The irony that I lived the closest and was the last one there, that hasn't been addressed yet. But I was late. I was a bit late showing up. Everybody was at dinner already. I had no clue that we were even getting ready for dinner. But yeah, we got it. I mean, we strolled in there a good 15, 20 minutes before everybody's ready to eat. And y'all were already there.
It was right on time.
Yeah. So we got there. I think food was already ordered, but we were late.
Yo, are they the best, Mike? Super vague stories are awesome. So you were late. My bad. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
No, that's it.
No, I'm sorry. See, this is like.
I mean, the story. Okay, fine. The story is I didn't have a wristband yet, and I didn't have a band yet, and I wanted to participate with the guys, so I may have fashioned my own band out of an Amazon label and some tape, and it worked wonders. Yeah, but I didn't know this was a thing where everyone would have blue tape ready. But look, it was good enough. It was good enough.
He wrote exhibitor.
And I walked in with DJ. He didn't even realize what the hell was going on until we were on the escalator. I was like, "Whoo!" It's like, "What's up?"
And I was like, "What happened?
What happened?" I was like, "Man, this is a Remy Q special right here. This is my own. It's my own pass. I made my own pass."
Yo, the funny thing, and I'm not trying to add to the con.
Oh, that's you up there. Loosen it up a little bit. Learn your words.
Yeah, no. So I, for some reason, when we got our wristbands on that day, I put it all mad tight. That my hand was just like numb at one point. So the next day, I was just like, "Yo, Phil, like, you think I could get another wristband?" It was like my hand was a different color. That's how tight this shit was. It felt like another person when I was in the shower. Anyway, that's enough. So he cut it off, and then he just left the wristband on the desk, and I was just like, my hand looked like Chucky when he grabbed like the hammer. Like it just went in camera like, and I grabbed it. It was just like hilarious. But big shout out to Phil, man. He's the nicest guy. He hooked the C3 people up.
Sure did.
He's just a nice dude. Him and Carla are amazing. At Heroescon. I can't say enough. Like, legit, I am not hyping it up. Everybody says the same thing. Heroescon is an amazing con. And what makes Heroescon is an amazing con is the culture of the con. And like everybody's there for the same thing and stuff like that. So it felt like this year, obviously Mark's been going for a long time. This is only my 3rd year. But with this year, it's like the invasion of the like almost the retailer. There's a lot of retail exclusives, like things that
So
you
last year,
Hmm?
I think last year there was one, right? There was like one con exclusive kind of thing.
I think last year was the art book, and I want to say Adam Kubert had that Deadpool. Is that his name? Adam Kubert?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, Deadpool. Shout out to Actual Dracula. I actually thought Actual Dracula was gonna be at Heroescon. I hit him up and say, "Hey, Drac, where are you?" He said, "I'm protesting outside of the Diddy trial. Free Diddy." So appreciate you, Drac.
Gotta have priorities.
Yeah, shout out to Drac.
But there was a lot more of them this year. They made the websites. The con exclusives were plentiful enough to make the websites.
Yeah, cover price. Who sent that to us first? Cliff, right?
I'm not sure.
That Cliff took whatchamacallit. Yo, that shit made me so happy to see the art book on cover price. Not only that first day was just a David Sanchez. By the end of the con, it was all 5 covers, right? Well, 6 really, because we have 4 and there were 2 different versions in Las Vegas with Javon Jordan. And super, super dope. Like because a lot of work goes into this stuff, and to see it like on those sites where it's just like people are picking up and there's interest on eBay. One of them was one of these cover A's, $55. The Matt Wilson was over $200, asking, not sold, but asking. So it's $100, and they were asking $222 for the Matt Wilson. I was happy. Like this was.
Well,
Yeah.
there were 142, not different covers, but different variations of a cover. So 142 different editions for this.
And that includes artist sketchbooks, right? And artist art books.
Now with Jason McCapnom, I've seen him there a few years now. Like I think even before,
Capture Collectibles is at every con for the signatures for the CGC witnesses.
Yeah, I was gonna say they've been there since before the community started coming. Me and Pops have been in that art auction when that Scotty piece has gone to them for like 3 years in a row. Yeah. And I think when y'all got there was the last year that they won it. Like, but he won.
The first year.
They got the Nightcrawler, they got the Spot. Mm-hmm. They won a bunch of them, and I never really knew who they were till the first year you came and you introduced me to them. But they didn't have like a big booth presence. I think they were just there at the con kind of thing. I never noticed them until like really this year. They had the huge island with all the stuff going on. Because even last year they didn't have that big setup like that.
Yeah, no Mas wasn't there last year though, right?
Yeah, No Mas was there last year, but No Mas, the retailer, wasn't set up last year. So Capture Collectibles was set up last year, and they had. So it's weird. So they had like one little table like they had this year because one of the artists backed out. So it made it seem like it was bigger than what it was. But they should have had another artist, right? So this year they had Omar Rodriguez, who's super, super dope. And then Martin Zavala, another artist backed out. And then they would have had the little table. So they do all the CGC witnessing not behind. Like they fill out the paperwork and they have like a wall blocking everything. So
BLC was working for them at the con this year.
Yeah, BLC is always working for them. So it was blocked off. But last year they had the same exact setup as this year. It's just because the artists were there, made it seem like it was like the artist table, but that whole thing was Capture Collectibles. Shout out to Capture Collectibles, Jason and
then Unknown Comics is always there for the longest time, and they just have like the big light up standees with pictures of comic books, and they just have them in short boxes. They just pull them. But they've always been there. And I think that's been like the only like online retailer footprint you ever see there.
And they have the same booth year after year, like all the way in the corner.
Most people do.
Mm-hmm.
Darren, shout out to Darren. Unknown Comics.
Free Diddy. Shout out to Drake. When it was time to say goodbye. That was hard. I cried. I went back up into the room, man, and I shed a tear. Like it was so overwhelming for me. Like I was just like, I was hungry. I was delirious. I was restless. Mrs. Link just barked at me. She said I was being mean, and I was just like, I don't even remember what just happened.
I said something to you when we were rolling the booth out. I said, "Okay, so this is when you lose your patience."
I was just like, I don't remember. Like I was so hungry, like I was shaking, and then I knew it was coming to an end. So I was. That's just me. Like, yeah, that's the way I reacted. I felt like a little bitch. But yeah. You want to give some stuff away?
Sounds good.
Let me do this. I'm gonna give away this art book, the David Sanchez art book. So I'm just gonna put in hashtag cover A. Start collecting comments. We're gonna share this.
We're all allowed to enter, right, guys?
Yeah, absolutely. This is a giveaway tool. Yeah, this is a giveaway tool. Yeah, so this is a cover A for that David Sanchez book, RC3. Whatchamacallit it? Boom, boom, boom. But we encourage everyone to go pick it up, man. If you didn't, not gonna lie, people swinging by the booth, community members swinging by the booth, and just like keeping it moving, not picking up a art book was this. I look at you differently now. That's it.
Oh shit!
Dude, I love how well, the
DJ
community-
started writing a list and putting makeup on.
Oh, he wrote a list. I love how every year now, 2 years in a row, people come up to our booth trying to figure out what's going on. What's happening over here?
Yeah.
Our booth neighbors behind us, behind the curtain. We got to know him. His name was John. He was cool. Like he's hanging out, like talking about shoes with Nick and all kinds of stuff by the end of the show.
Yeah, that dude was cool. His helper was an asshole.
His helper was a straight up asshole, but John made up for it. He was A1.
Yeah, he came over and he was just like, "Oh man, I like your sneakers. Those are the lost and founds and stuff, and this and that." Him and Wayne, Smasher Comics was super cool.
Yeah, Wayne's the man.
Yeah, I did a little interview with him. I was just chopping it up over there.
Yeah, I met him years ago via Dead Media. I'd probably seen him at shows, but because of Dead Media, he's friends with Angel and stuff. And me and Wayne have raced each other to get to books that show up at Dead Media and all that. He's a big Hulk collector as well. And yeah, you and him had that cool little story moment over some recent pickups that y'all have acquired.
The Tales of Suspense 39. Yeah, shout out to him, man.
But you always see him rocking a jersey on a con floor too. It's easy to spot him. You always see him rocking a jersey on a con floor. He dresses appropriately.
Yeah, man. It's just like, I don't know. It's just such a welcoming environment, man. Like,
welcome to the South.
Yeah, I know. I'm about to fucking move out there.
Hey,
The only thing I don't like about the South is like is it man? I don't know. Nick told me this, but is it mandatory that you have to get a pet alligator?
Yeah, but it's cool. You get used to them. You don't have to feed them every day. They eat like once a week. It's fine.
Why would I tell you that when I don't even own one?
I don't know.
And I, honestly, too, I would like to say that the only person who got nicked last weekend was me.
How?
So I see John Jang. I said, bro, listen, I know your booth is going to be crazy busy. So if you ever need anything, let me know, and I got you. So he's like, don't worry. He's like, if it's only like nuclear option, yeah. Then otherwise, don't worry about it. So the last day, he calls me up. He's like, bro, I need a coffee. Red Eye, black with one shot of espresso. So I'm not a coffee guy. I don't know what coffee is. I was like, Red Eye. I was like, Starbucks okay? And he never got back to me. So he just so happens. Yo,
I don't even know what's happening, but I'm laughing.
In the area, what was the name of the diner we were?
The Red Eye Diner.
Red Eye Diner.
Yo, don't tell me you went to the Red Eye Diner to get a coffee.
Yeah, bro. I was like, it can't be a coincidence. I was like, John comes to this convention every year. He probably likes the coffee from there.
It's only a second year.
I said, let me go walk over there to get John the coffee he wants. So I walked all the way over to Red.
You were talking about upstairs, bro.
I walked all the way over there, waited in line because there was some kind of soccer cup game going on. And
the World Cup.
World Cup Finals was the same day as the last day of the con. Arriba!
Everybody was out there.
Yo, it was wild with a capital D.
I waited like 15 minutes in that line. All right, let me get a coffee with a black coffee, shot of espresso. He's like, yeah, I got the black coffee. We don't got no espresso. I was like, God damn it. So I wound up walking all the way back to the con, right upstairs to Starbucks, got him a black coffee with a shot of espresso, and I brought it down to him. I was like, John, it would have been earlier, but I didn't know what you meant with Red Eye. I was like, yeah, well, thanks, bro. Yeah, I got nicked.
What did he mean by red eye?
It was red eye. It was like people who were exhausted. You know, you got red eyes from being tired, so you get the black coffee, straight caffeine, and then espresso.
Oh, so he meant like, yo, I got red eyes.
So I was like, it can't be. It's like too much of a coincidence.
It got jang banged.
That's funny. Jang bang.
Yeah.
Hashtag jang bang.
Yo, you got
Yeah,
jang banged.
nicked.
Yo, the jang bang is crazy. Like now I want John to make his own prank show and do shit and be like, you got jang banged. Holy shit. Yo, it was funny. Like, when I had, because I saw John on the floor a few times. I didn't like say anything to him, whatever. So then I was upstairs on the day that we were waiting to go in. I think it was that Sunday. And then there's a gentleman who I often converse with when I'm there. He runs the Baltimore Comic Con, invited me down to Baltimore Comic Con. So I'm thinking about going to film this, that, and the third. And then he's just like, sees me online. I was online with Tyler. And then he's like, hey, come here. Have you met Trish Forstner? So I was just like, hey, Trish, I'm DJ. I work with Rob. Oh, yeah, DJ, bro. The dude is like, oh, shit. So then I'm there talking to Trish. And then John rolls up. And John was just like, hey, DJ, what's up, man? How's it going? Like, was that you and the missus? I saw you walking with them, blah, blah. I was like, yeah. He was like, oh, come by, whatever, like that. And, like, it's just weird. Like, I told you guys how it's just like to move from like a fan phase to like a homie place.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Insane,
It's
right?
crazy. Hey, but you know what? Too, Roscoe said that he was somewhere in the hotel,
Mhm.
and he started drawing, and he just all of a sudden looked over. It was like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. He looks over and he sees Trish drawing covers. So they wound up hanging out together, just drawing for like an hour or so in the hotel, real late at night. Roscoe was like, this is awesome. Awesome.
Yeah, it's amazing, man. And everybody's like just so chill and welcoming. All right, let's draw for this thing, and then we're gonna give away the links box, the June links box. I guess I go to over here. Giveaway 2. Good luck, everybody. 3, 2, 1, draw.
Can we talk about the championship eater that Tyler was this whole weekend?
Remy Q. Remy Q.
Boom! Christina, well deserved. Well deserved. Well deserved. Congratulations, Christina. Well deserved. Hey, dang, I am still a member. Hell yeah, dogs. Shout out to C Bizzle. Shout out to Dale. Dale, the first ever Link Squad member, by the way. Christina, I'm not sure if I have your. Yeah, I do have your address. I have your address. I'll ship that out. I don't know if I'm gonna ship it out tomorrow, but I'll ship it out soon. Congratulations, well deserved. Yo, so Tyler was packing the meat. Pause. Packing away the meat. Like, yo, this dude. We also have to mention, big shout out to Tyler, man, and I love Tyler to death, just like I love the rest of you guys. But I told him, man, I'm super proud of you and stuff. Tyler legit lost 110 pounds. He looks phenomenal. I was ready to bang him.
He looked good shirtless too. We didn't sleep in the same bed, but our beds were close enough where I extended my hand. He extended his. We fell asleep. We fell asleep.
You were like that to his nose, boop, from across the way.
Yeah.
Boop, boop, boop. Yeah, you did like what's his name? Like Evan and Seth.
Yeah. I just want to get on the rooftop and yell.
Bro, he told me
I love this giant named Tyler.
Every
with his
every
feet hanging
night.
off the bed.
Every night he goes, I wake up at midnight and just give you a little kiss. Just a little
Stay right here on your dome piece. Shout out to him, man. Yeah, I love that dude. All right, we're gonna give away this links box. The links box. Nobody has even seen the links box yet. None of you guys. I didn't even show it to you guys backstage. None of us have seen the links box yet. I'm gonna unveil it after this, after we draw. So these are the names, all the channel members. We are going to shuffle these names.
Stop.
Barbecue said stop. Good luck to everybody. Big shout out to all the Link Squad, the channel members. This right here, this is I mentioned it in the Link Squad chat. This is a lot more than what I make from YouTube in a month, but I wanted to like look out and just show my appreciation for the support. So here we go, baby. Good luck.
Rigged. Let's rig this.
Hey, yo. Shout out to Andrew, man.
Yeah, shout out for sure. And he unfortunately lost his grandma last week, so condolences, bro.
Oh shit, I didn't know that. Condolences, Angel.
What's in the box?
Oh, thank you, Remy.
We didn't win it. Don't matter. Just send it to him.
No, I want to show everybody, right? So I'm not gonna send this out, Angel. Well, I saw you jump in the chat, whatever. I need to find a proper size top loader for one of these things. So there's a few things. So the first thing we got is an art print from Victor Faro. So this was you can only get this if you bought his sketchbook.
I see where this is going.
What?
No, go ahead.
No, it's not going there.
Okay.
It's not going there. I told you that's yours, but you were just like, oh my god.
That what he said?
He said just like that. I was like, Nick, you want this thing? He's like, I
still am.
Where you think she is? She in the hot box.
She did that to herself. She did that.
She ran in the bushes. All right, so this is our print, Yo, Victor Faro, signed by Victor Faro, and his little emblem there. I think that might be a sticker, but this is an art print on a clear backer board. So signed by Victor Faro. So you're gonna get that. You're also gonna get another art print.
Oh,
hey.
That was only available to the people that went to the Scotty Young panel.
And just so you know, he's playing DOS effects on that boombox. Confirmed.
They want effects. Signed by Scotty Young.
Limited to 200 pieces.
Only available to the people that went to the panel. But DJ Links, you didn't go to the panel. How did you get one? I'm DJ Links.
Yeah, I heard that there were only so many available, and not all of them were taken, and nobody got anything extra.
Yeah,
that's true. That's true.
Shout out to Roscoe. Roscoe, I got that off of Roscoe. Then you're gonna have some books. You're gonna have some regular old ass comic books. Ready? So, look at this comic book. Gross. I think this is Marvel Comics 1000.
Gabriel Delato.
Delato announced for New York Comic Con.
Yes, he was.
David Pastore.
So you have a hot dog story about Delato?
Hey.
Look at these comic books.
You put your finger on my hot dog.
New hot dog story upcoming.
Yo. New York Glizzy. That's what Nick told Delato the city is called. New York Glizzy.
Wow.
Mylar. So you're gonna get those comic books. Ooh, comic books. Yuck. Oh, even more comic books. So I said last time I will pass this on once I get it, and I am. Signed by Wolverine, signed by Miko.
Hand delivered.
Wow. They call that the 6-month special.
Hey, take it easy.
Very
drop the Jupiter. Look, it arrived exactly on time.
I said I was going to give it away, and in the words of the Joker, I'm a man of my word. Look at me! Oh man, I'm wilding for this. You're gonna get the official last art book, Christopher Lockwood foil remarked with the Silver Surfer and signed by Lockwood, oddly underneath his name. So that is the last one in existence. You're gonna get that. You're gonna get this sketch cover of the Hulk done by Dan Needlinger. Banger right here, dog. Banger. Is that a good
There's more?
Is that it kind of felt like there was more.
Where's the stinger?
I was just saying you paused for a moment.
Oh,
I mean, that's amazing.
You want stingers. You're going to get another trying to get the art book in a slab, CGC 9.8. And last but certainly not least,
Is that the
Oh,
Chad
wow.
Total?
this is a Chad Shodel sketch cover in a CGC JSA verified, authenticated slabby patty. Oh
That's
shit! They
insane.
grade the autograph.
That's impressive, DJ. And let me be the first to say that although it's been a struggle lately, personally for myself, that's an amazing box.
Thank you.
That's a good giveaway. It almost feels like you're trying to apologize for something.
The grading costs on that alone.
Oh shit! I see what you did there. So Mark is alluding to us. Yeah, this is season finale. Dale hit it on the head. So we're gonna take a little break. We'll be back in September, only because
Because it is what it is.
I'm traveling a lot this summer, right? So then, like, I won't be able to be here next Friday. I won't be able to be here the Friday after that. You won't be able to be here the Friday after that. I won't be able to be here the Friday, like 3 Fridays in a row. So then I was like, and then in August I'm traveling. I'm going, oh man. So, but we might pop up in between, like to do like a special. It doesn't even have to be 9 o'clock on a Friday. You know what I mean, or something like
You might
that.
just feel like kicking it.
Huh?
You might just feel like kicking it.
1000%. So I'm traveling like a lot, and I'll tell you
Yeah, I'll
guys.
be gone for 2 Fridays in July back to back.
Yeah, I'll be 3.
Yeah, I'll be one or two.
Yeah, well, I'm gone every Friday in that time frame that you guys just mentioned.
First of all, Remy Q.
Tyler's going to be the only one available. Wondering where we're all at.
Wouldn't that be something?
He's gonna run it
Tyler by
by
himself.
turn it into Irish Uncensored Part 2.
Yeah.
Yo, Irish fan like 03872
Yeah.
followed me today, and I'm like, what the hell is this? And it's Tyler. I was like, what the fuck?
Tyler. You guys didn't know that I had another friend group on YouTube that I meet up every Friday.
Yeah, so Angel, I'm gonna send that out. I need to find the proper sized top loader for the Scotty Young piece, but I'm gonna definitely get that out to you, dog. One of the highlights too of Heroescon. Hold on, let me just go get it because Nick thought I was serious and it got awkward.
Serious? What?
Talking about that Victor Farrow.
No.
Oh yeah.
I am not gonna give this away. Yo, so Nick gives this to me. He's just like, because you know, we gave away the 5.0 last links box because I upgraded because Nick was generous enough to be like, hey, you want this? I made an offer. He gave it to me. Paul, super.
I give it anytime he wants it. I give it to him.
Boom. So Nick gives this to me. So then it was at dinner, right? At the diner?
No, it was in.
No, we had the conversation.
Was it? It was in your room, wasn't it?
Oh, yo, you can't say give it to me.
Wow.
Anyway, so I decided to fuck with Nick.
Oh,
Because I went from a 5.0 to a 7.5, and then I look at it and I was just, it's off white the white pages. So I was like, yo, the 5.0 was white pages. I was just like, all my books are white pages. Like, I can't accept this off white the white pages. Like, what is this?
Full white. I expect those pages to be full white.
I was 1000% trolling, and then Nick thought I was super
Hey,
serious.
but in my defense, I mean, honestly, is that something that DJ wouldn't say? Of course, he would say that. I mean, you only get your grades a certain 3.0 because you want the uniform.
Yeah, but I was 100% trolling.
Yeah,
And then,
but I mean,
you thought I was serious?
me being a nice guy, I don't want to disappoint my friend. I mean, yeah, shit.
You know, Nick, my eyes are red. Go get me a coffee.
Hey, listen, but you know what? Too that goes above and beyond because being a sometime employee of Scott's Collectibles and John being a sometime artist of Scott's Collectibles, I always want to make sure he's being taken care of.
And I explained that to somebody because they didn't understand that the other day, and I was just like, "Hey, first of all, Nick, close your ears. Nick is one of the nicest guys ever." That's all right. You could take the fingers out of your ears. I apologize for you having to put that finger in your ear, by the way. But Nick is one of the nicest guys ever. So he's always doing, favors and this and that. And he's like me. We believe in favors, like Ace Conway from Ace Rothstein. I like doing favors, blah, blah. I like doing favors. And sometimes, not that you expect anything in return, but maybe it could pay off down the road. So yeah, I had to explain that the other day why you went to get John Jan coffee.
I'm trying to get to Lake Como, man. I want to get to Lake Como.
I would have done the same thing 10 times over if I had to. And it's all good. Yeah, 100%. Nick, don't take any of this stuff seriously, I'm saying, though. I'm just trolling you. You're an asshole.
I know for next time. Now if we get cream to off
Hey,
cream.
phenomenal, by the way.
You read the whole thing already?
Phenomenal.
Shout out to Mark.
Yeah, phenomenal. And you know what else is phenomenal? Heat Seeker.
Gun hunting.
Hey, that one I'm not going to show, but
No, you have to show that one. It's
we
almost
can't
11,
say the F word. I'm going to show that one.
it's almost 11 p.m. Just tell little Finn not to look at the screen.
Hold on, I'll put some tape. Let me get some.
No, tape. Remy, we want full lips.
We don't have. There's zero lip action on here.
Oh, that was
the artwork on
was
this.
Adam's book.
Here. I was recommended this series, so.
Sounds like it's going the other direction, though.
It's a good series. No, but you need to go back and read because that's Heatseeker Combustion. What's her name? Daria Racer, I think is the main character. She's pretty dope.
Like I said, I found books. I found just going through things. Now I hadn't cracked them open yet, but you had sent me. You had sent me books, and so yeah, I've got to catch up on some stuff.
Yeah, you would really enjoy just the regular.
I mean, people give me suggestions. I listen. That's the thing. Yeah.
All right, before we get out of here, I just want to say I fully caught up, Invincible.
Man, I thought you were gonna say Tombstone.
I reckon I almost finished Tombstone as well.
Hey, so you're 100% finished.
100% finished. 5 thrusts.
What'd you think? There you go.
Yo, 5 thrusts.
There you go. It's good. Hey, that last season too.
Maybe I'm wrong. Hear me out. Hear me out, TV show people, comic book people. That last episode of Invincible, season finale, season 3, episode 8, rivals the best TV episodes. Rivals Game of Thrones episodes. That last
episode. That was bandied about in one of the chats the other day.
Oh shit, bandied. Oh man. Yo, that last episode, my jaw was on the floor. Roller coaster of emotion. My blood pressure was high, skyrocketing. I almost cried when your old girl got her jaw. When my man punched little Omni kid, he was like, "I'll save you, Mark." He's like, boom, and all his teeth came out. He's like, ah! How do you punch a little kid in the face on TV?
Got his fronts busted.
Yo, bro, all his jibs was knocked out.
Hey, the you know what? I'll give them credit though. They didn't hold back. That's the thing.
Yo,
they didn't hold back. There was definitely some shocking moments, but it's good, man. It's a good series.
Yo, when he punched Eve in the face, like I didn't see that coming. It was just like
she just shatters into mush.
Yo, I was just like, yo, they need to make a Nemesis TV show.
Oh,
animated.
It is false.
Yo, what was dope too? Oh man, when what's his name? Conquest. When Mark is dying, or he's like about to kill Mark, and he just whispers and just like lets out all this stuff. Be like, yo, I'm so alone. Like they send me here. They don't even see me as a person. like I'm just a killing machine for them, and I like it. Like he's just like spewing all this stuff into Invincible's ear because he knows he's gonna kill him. Oh my god! I told Mrs. Lynx, I was just like, babe, like you need to watch this. This is amazing. She said, I don't watch that cartoon bullshit, you grown ass baby. That's what she told me.
I feel that. I feel that.
That's what she told me.
I do. I feel that. But it was a good series.
You guys saw that Fantastic Four trailer, the new one? You did? What do you
Like Thing's beard.
Thing's beard? He likes Thing's beard, Mark?
Thing's beard is weird. If Thing has a beard, one, how does he shave it? Does he pluck it? And what's going on downstairs? If they're confirming he can grow hair, like what's up at the top of his head? What's up with his downstairs?
Is it hair?
Well,
or is it moss?
He grows. He has
He's
a
rock.
beard. My man has a full rock beard. That means, like, what is that? Is that just like a pile of boulders under his britches? Like, what's happening?
Oh shit!
Hey, Thing's got stones. That's what you're saying.
He's got mouth stones.
Mouth stone. He's got chin stones.
Yo,
Walking turtlenecks with mouth stones, and I think the movie's going to be super weird. I think Galactus is going to look visually awesome. I'm excited to see the visuals for Galactus, but I mean, like I think a lot of stuff like that, even myself is guilty of like really enjoying. It's just like brief little moments inserted into otherwise pretty mediocre stuff that those moments help carry it. We don't really have like too many occasions of like legit great cinema. When we do, it really stands out. And I've been paying a lot more attention too, man. And the more that comes out, the more just trash we're given all the time and expected just to like it. It's crazy. And you know, people say just turn your brain off and enjoy it. I can't do that. And once you see something, you can't unsee something. And I don't know, man. I miss like I don't think this stuff has to be taken too seriously, so I don't want to be misinterpreted, but I wish it was taken more seriously. You know, that doesn't mean that it can't have moments of levity and stuff like that, but I don't know.
I just want Thing to say they look like big, strong hands. That's what they were.
Like nothing took them.
Exactly.
For nothing.
Come for me, Gamork! I am a traitor! I'm excited for Fantastic Four. I did not see that trailer though. I'm like, I was just like, I don't want to see this trailer. Nope. I don't want it to ruin it for me, especially after everybody said Superman is going to ruin it for me. I'm seeing the clips. I'm seeing like stuff on everything that I see for Superman is making me lose my excitement.
You know what's funny? I watch trailers for stuff. I don't ever really mind it, but for whatever reason, whenever a Jurassic Park trailer slides up, I immediately quickly flash it because I know that this movie's about to be like this Gareth Edwards like visual feast. Like it's Jurassic World. You're not coming for the story. You're coming for a visual feast experience. I'm afraid to see anything, and I effed up and caught like a 3-second little thing, and I'm like, dude, I wish the first time I would have seen that was on the big screen. There's going to be nonstop, I know, and it's not going to ruin the movie, but I wish I would have experienced that on the big screen because I know how I felt just from the trailer on the big screen. I'm like, this is going to be something.
I'm super excited for Jurassic Park. I think I'm more excited for Jurassic Park than, not that I think, I know I'm more excited than Superman, Fantastic Four, whatever. Like I am, and I'm not a big Jurassic Park fan like that, but after seeing Dustin in his Jurassic Park getup, I'm like all in on Jurassic Park. Like I am crazy.
It comes to July, it's the only one that I'm sure of. You know what I mean? Like Fantastic Four, I'm sure there's going to be so much of that movie that I'm just going to dislike. I can see these things for myself and my taste. With Superman, I'm so nervous, and I'm just so unsure of that whole project. There's stuff that gets me excited, stuff that scares the hell out of me, stuff that makes me think, why did you ever do that? But with Jurassic Park, you're guaranteed. If you're into it, you're just into it. You already know.
Be safe, John. Got you on the flippity flop. Yeah.
Scarlet in it. Yeah, that's gonna be awesome.
It's getting great word of mouth. So they're saying it's the best Jurassic Park movie since the first one, and the first one is super class. I know I joke around about Jurassic Park being trash. That first one is one of the greatest movies ever. Like
Ever.
it's up there. Yeah, greatest movies ever.
Spared no expense.
You know, it's not one of the greatest movies ever.
If you say
Avatar.
Avatar, yep, and then you're gonna say Avatar, but you're bold
So
faced
that picture today with the hey, look at me, I'm Quidditch and I'm the kid. What's his name? Rocco or something?
Put some fucking respect on his name.
Man, F that dumb kid.
Yeah, I'm super hyped for that, and they're super. I like that. I really
Pass
think
on Jurassic Park.
I really think that Avatar is doing the summer movies a favor. Like these companies talk to each other. We learned that from Tom Cruise, like legit. You know how he was getting a hold of all these companies, the ones that he wasn't even working with, trying to get the industry rolling again. I'm sure of it. They have to have talked to James. Like, I know it's not till December, but the fact that they're holding trailers back, I bet they don't start rolling Avatar press till after July.
Yeah,
because what's good for the goose is good for the gander when it comes to the industry, and they need the theaters. They really need the theaters, and you don't want people like making any kind of financial judgment calls off something that
you can't say. You can't say goose and gander and theater in the same sentence.
Okay.
Yo, word to your pet alligator.
What's good for the crow is good for the murder.
Shout out to Izzy.
That's a crowbar.
Oh! When you say your beard is weird, I was thinking about the Eminem education. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's get out of here, man.
Beard is weird.
It's 10:52. I know we never discuss hip hop on here. Are you guys Clips fans? Pusha T and Malice?
What are you talking about?
I'm your pusher.
Remy has to be a Clips fan from VA.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Nick, you're muted. Whatever. I think he said yes.
Got it for cheap.
Yeah.
Mark, you're not a Clips fan?
I know what you're talking about.
The Clips. Grind.
Get out of the backyard, the yard.
Clips Commander.
I heard you said Me Too.
Oh, snap, Mr. Me Too. Anyway, the Clips are dropping an album on July 11th. Instant classic. Instant classic. They got 2 songs out. Like old, I don't want to say old school, but it's like, just banging beats and bars like ridiculous. It's insane. Like that's probably going to be like album of the year by far because music sucks now. These young kids don't know what they're doing.
Got it.
What up, Cuppy? It was a pleasure seeing Cuppy. Cuppy and I always joke. We always see each other, and we're a stone's throw away. But we never see each other in New York. At New York Comic Con, we see each other.
That dude is incredibly in shape. He says the trick is just to wear medium t-shirts. I don't believe him. I saw him with my eyes.
Yeah, I thought that was Superfly Jimmy Snuka when he rolled through.
Mm-hmm. The hair and the muscles, the vein. Not that one. The one in his arm.
Yes, extremely vascular.
Oh shit! Thanks for confirming that.
Yeah, thanks for making it weird, guys.
Your beard is weird.
Yeah.
All right, let's get out of here.
Hey, Cup, I enjoyed seeing you.
Yeah, Remy, what do you got coming up? We're gonna get out of here.
I'm enjoying my weekend.
What are you doing this weekend, pal?
Actually, I'm gonna read some books. What's up?
Yeah, you gotta finish that Nemesis, dog. Finish that Nemesis, dog. All right, Remy's gonna read some books. What do you got going on, dog?
Oh, busy days, man. Tomorrow I'm taking the kids to this. There's these YouTubers called the Ninja Kids. They're like gymnasts and martial artists. They've been around for a long time. Massive YouTube channel, but they do like live performances in places. They're in Augusta. So I'm taking the kids to go see them. Like they're wild monkeys in gymnastics right now. And she was in ballet and she found the Ninja Kids and she started mimicking what she sees on TV and stuff. And then she wanted to get into gymnastics because she wanted to be more active than ballet. And they just happened to be coming to Augusta. So we're taking the kids. And then I got some other shit I have to do tomorrow. I can't remember, but I'll be told tomorrow what it is. And hopefully read some books and then have at week's end the weekly summer stream where you can come hang out and talk comics, movies, news, and reviews with Sector 28 and myself. And don't forget, you're the last days to enter the Epic Summer Giveaway. Better go find it in my recent videos on my channel. Bunch of slabs, bunch of signed stuff, all kinds of stuff. You better
drop the link.
All right, Dale's here. Dale, hook him up. Dale's my favorite wrench over on the Legion of Comics. A1 from Day One. Dale's Auto Sales. But yeah, I'm looking forward to Sunday hanging out with Paul. We're going to be going through the new history of the DC universe. For those that don't know, after Crisis came out, they did this. Marv Wolfman did this 2-part story, kind of explaining, defining the DC timeline and the universe as it is. And Mark Waid is now doing one. An issue 1 dropped this week, and it was one of the most enjoyable comic experiences I've had in a long time. And there's so much content, so much information. I'm going to be going through that this Sunday for sure with Sector. And also I'm going to be talking about the first half of Ironheart that dropped, which is a whole bucket of ass. I'm happy for anybody that enjoyed it.
A whole bucket of ass.
I'm happy for anybody that enjoyed it. You have incredibly low standards, and I wish I had the same ones that I can enjoy that kind of stuff, but it was an entire bucket of ass.
I will say I did thoroughly enjoy you comparing it to people get excited at a steak on the Waffle House menu.
Literally exactly what it like when someone I'm like, dude, that's like saying like, they said this performance stood out, and I said that's like saying the steak on the Waffle House menu stood out. It doesn't make it good. Doesn't make it good.
Hey, diggity Dale.
Yeah, check out that
Dale
video.
up in the motherfucking house.
This is the last week to enter, not Sunday, but a week from Sunday. First Sunday in July, Sector and I will be drawing for the names, and that's also like I think that's a movie review night. I can't remember. Is that Jurassic Park? Is that Jurassic Park weekend? A week from Sunday?
Yeah, after
So we'll be hanging out talking the new Jurassic Park and just drawing prizes, man. It'll be a fun show. But there's numerous prize packs celebrating all the movies that have come out recently, and there's a first appearance of Jurassic Park slab, double signed by George Perez and Walt Simonson. A Gabriel Dell'Otto signed 9.8 Superman, an Origin of Galactus rated an 8.0. Jeff Johns signatures, tons and tons of stuff. Mark Spears books, numerous ways to enter, numerous prizes given out. So check out that video. Get in where you fit in.
Let's go, baby. What are you doing for the 4th?
One of two things. My brother, I think I've seen this before. I've shared it. My brother orders fireworks to get delivered on a semi truck to his house off of a pallet. Jeez. And then they rig them up themselves on boards and everything. And they put on a show that lasts like 30, 45 minutes. Wow. It's impressive. It's awesome, but it's also a lot because it's a work weekend for me, a holiday work weekend. And so Finn's Karate School is right near where in Columbia County, they right here where I live, they shoot off massive fireworks and stuff. Mm-hmm. And they're doing this thing at his karate school where they invite the students up there and they just set up chairs out the back door that is like right next to that. So we're kind of figuring out, we're doing one or the other. Either way, we're celebrating the shit out of America. It's the greatest country on the planet. And it's her birthday, so.
Let me cue.
If it's even a third of what you had on your Instagram live stream.
Yeah, that shit was crazy, dog.
Yeah. Hey, the drone, the space laser.
I'm just saying
that's what they did just to celebrate the troops. Let's go.
That's what I mean. Yeah, I don't know if you need to go. I feel like every year you need to live stream that, or I'm gonna have to make a trip because that was an epic show for sure.
I mean, you see what it is, Remy. You ain't far. Just drive down for the next one.
I'm saying.
It's funny. Because I'm not a big fan of like let's go see the fireworks and stuff.
I thought you were gonna say America and freedom.
No, American freedom is cool. It's all right. It's all right. Yo, shout out to, speaking of America. Speaking of America, oh shit. Yo.
You talking about your daughter now?
Yo, I was gonna say, shout out to JSS Brooklyn. That is like the nicest dude ever, man. Big shout out to him. Like, speaking of America, shout out to JSS Brooklyn.
Yeah, my man brought me American pins. I threw that shit on immediately. That was awesome to have.
Yeah, shout out to him. So I was telling Mrs. Links before, I was just like, where's the best view to see, like, you know how they do the big Macy's spectacular over here? Well, it's on, but Nick knows about it. Like, it's a giant fireworks show that they do. Macy's sponsors it. It's like let off from a barge in the middle of the Hudson River. So I was just like, where can I go to see these fireworks? I think I'm gonna fly my drone into the fireworks.
Oh shit.
That'd be cool.
And see what happens. Even like I could do it from a few blocks away. It doesn't even matter. Or go to the freaking bridge and fly it from the bridge. Anyway, Rem, what are you doing for the 4th? And don't say eat a glizzy.
I'm going to get up like Xerxes, like I do every morning. No shirt. Yep. Just my boxers. Present myself to the world and enjoy the day.
That's what's up, man.
What are you doing, Nick?
I don't know. We're gonna be going on vacation in a few weeks to the Gulf Shores.
To the what?
Oh, those are the pretty ones. You get the white sands, the clear water.
I never heard of this. The Gulf Shores?
Gulf
Yeah, the Gulf
Shores,
of America.
Alabama.
In the Gulf of... I literally never heard of it.
So it's right across from Destin, Florida, but in Alabama. We heading there, but my 15-year anniversary, wedding anniversary is coming up, so we might do a little something extra.
Oh, what is that?
Might drive out to the Charlotte Convention Center to just wait for Heroescon to go around.
Oh shit! Yo, camping out for Heroescon from August is crazy. Oh, shit. Oh, that's so sweet. What am I doing? This weekend we got a barbecue that we got to go to tomorrow. I was kind of praying for rain, and then Mrs. Lynx was just like, "Oh, but they have a tarp," and I was like, "Fuck."
Tarp?
A tarp, like they got a big, like, you know, a tarp that covers legit like the whole backyard. So they have like a tarp. They got like a TV. Is there boxing tomorrow? Oh, there's a Canelo fight tomorrow, right?
I don't know. You'd have to ask Rich. Comic Caps is like the big boxing head in the community.
Okay, now I just got excited.
So you're going to somebody else's house for this?
Yeah.
And they too have land in New York City?
You said they too.
You said barbecue. I'm thinking like on on the fire escape somewhere, but no, you're talking about on a lawn in New York City.
Yeah, they do have a very large backyard. Probably one of the biggest backyards I've ever seen in New York.
Oh shit! Oh, I'm going to the neighbor's house.
No, and it's just weird because it's a big backyard and half of it is just like they're like a vegetable garden. So then when we're there, all you see is like the rats like in the vegetable garden, and they don't give a shit. They're just like, oh snap, squeak squeak, and then they just keep doing what they're doing, like eating the vegetables. Ugh. Yeah, so we're doing that tomorrow. 4th of July, I don't have any plans. I don't know if I want to wait till the 4th of July to see Jurassic Park because it comes out on Tuesday, right?
Already next week?
Yeah, I think it comes out on Tuesday. So I don't know. I'll be doing that, but I don't know what I'm gonna do for the 4th. Then after that, we'll be traveling. So I'm excited for that. That's I'm ready. I got that queued up, dog, for one of my videos. Yeah, that song is fire. All right, gentlemen. This is it.
No, this is not it. This is just a little pause.
This isn't goodbye. This is just see you later.
Yeah,
old acquaintance be.
Yeah, that's legit. That's on my mother's tombstone. It's not goodbye. It's see you later.
Maybe in another life when we're cats.
That's a good point. What's on Dante's tombstone?
I don't know. I can't read it so dusty. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are out of here. We love you. We'll catch you on the flippity flop.
Snip, snap, snip, 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 snip.
You know what? We're gonna Mark is gonna take us out with his Mark outtakes. Yo, we love you, man. I love you guys.
Hit it.
Oh, you want me to answer every question? Why didn't you say that? Jeopardy rules. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Is that in focus? Yo, did you see the dust pop off that shit? So my involvement in C3.
My involvement, no so.
So my. But tell me what to do. So my involvement. Oh, there's so again.
So you want to drift?
Don't say so.
Like,
just ask your questions. Just don't say so. The breakfast at the Westin is unmatched by any other convention's breakfast options. You know how to just like dub over things? We just dub over that later. I'll just
do that. Is there anything that you would like to add to this? I've ran out. I don't have any more questions. Is there anything that you think is important?
Probably a lot of things, but I'm hungry.
infamous Illuminati.